Now from the home of the... Good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Buffalo.
And the Bills' 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Back to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Inside the 10, it is caught. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. The ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. They're at the 4, looking to get the game's first points. Here's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. That one is good. And And the Bills are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, faking the give. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks? Those are quarterback stats. Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Slot man in motion left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. We'll go down as an incompletion. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws.
49ers offense ready for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. The defense stringing them out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. His throw left side is complete. He's going to be a little short of the 1st down there. He's up to the 45-yard line. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Bills.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Bills 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, Buffalo. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
The PAT, up and good. And the Bills are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. And now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's their punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Up the middle they go. He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A gain there of 27 yards.
And the Bills' 1st down.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. That one intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Wisconsin.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. On the move past the 40. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Ball level at 10. as this one's kicked off. This fielded at about the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They motion the slot man left. They'll throw out of the gun. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That one good for 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll look to throw yet again. Got a man left side. It's caught. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Makes the score Bills 17, 49ers 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Off he goes. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the 1st half clock. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills on top, as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. 30-7 was your final. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this will be incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The 49ers out for the punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing right, it's taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bills.
They'll look to throw again. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. 2nd down and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
The Niners offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
I can promise you, Mike, when this play call went into the headset of the quarterback, nobody on the coaching staff thought this play was going to result in a sack. This ball is expected to come out quick, wide receiver screen, and do the rest after the catch. Something was thrown off with the timing, and the quarterback had no choice but to eat it and gets taken down for a sack.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Yeah. It was 3rd and 16, and they got 17. And a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now, faking the give. That's caught. Left side. It's It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
Complete to number 88. A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Niners first down. And more. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to get back within a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. We'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Blown back. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's into space past the 25. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. That one, take it in. Middle of the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the 49ers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Well, now the big fella inside's getting involved in the pass rush, Mike, and so many of these interior defensive linemen are known for their run defense. Well, not this guy. He wins on the inside quick, and he's able to bring the quarterback down for the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll drop to throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 2nd and 6 coming up. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. That shot there to take the lead with that big play. He's got an open receiver. He just needs to put it on him. And here in the 4th quarter, those critical plays mean that much more. And you just can't afford to miss open targets, especially downfield like that.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. 3rd down and 9. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.